Hello, hello. It is Sunday. I really have been trying to film a week in my life for a couple of weeks now. And I just find I keep forgetting and I keep getting stuck. So I'm going to try my best this time. Well, fingers crossed. I want to start doing this more regularly just to have even like a week each month sort of vlogged properly for the channel, because like it would be nice to have more of a bit of a diary to be looking back on for like how my PhD has been progressing, especially in the last sort of 18 months of it. So it's Sunday. I'm in my family home right now because I stayed here last night to mind our dog Lola because everybody else was out. And I've just filmed a video, so that video will be up already, around how I organise my project thesis notes in Notion. I realistically should film more videos today, but I don't have time. So I basically just want to go ahead and edit this video, and then I'm going to be taking Lola out for a walk. So editing time it is, which means I need to not be filming because I need my SD card from this camera. Okay, so that video is all edited and now I'll just need to upload it and have it ready to go up today. I had been getting kind of good for getting my content filmed ahead of Sunday and like not having it have to be filmed and edited and uploaded on the same day, but not today apparently. So yeah, I suppose this is Sunday. Sunday for me is about three things. The first is content creation. So I will make my YouTube videos. I'll also have an upload of a YouTube video. I'll typically do 2 YouTube videos on a Sunday, one for later in the week. And then I also batch all of my Instagram content on a Sunday. If you're not following me on Instagram, you're missing out. We're getting really close to 10,000 followers, which is crazy. So I do all of that content creation work on a Sunday. And then the second thing that it's all about, and sorry, this is not in order of importance. I think it's in, if anything, it's in almost reverse order of importance, or maybe it goes second, then third, then first. The next thing that it's all about is prep for the week ahead. So you'll see later on, I'll be doing like basically all of my prep, like resetting the house, cleaning up, doing like all my chores, doing meal prep, planning for the week, all of that stuff. And then if I need to get ahead with any admin, sometimes I'll do a little bit of that. So this week I know will be just a little bit of a busy one because we have competition entries for the business that I'm doing. And I need to delegate that because I'm a delegating queen. My mom came down for her breakfast and stuff, so I was just chatting to her. And now I'm back in my other house, or me and Jack's house. Part 3 is friends and family. So Sunday would be like my good day to be able to see people. We're doing family dinner later and I'm meeting one of my friends for lunch as well. So it's just a really nice day for that for me. Now that I'm home, I'm going to start with some of my chores. And then later on I need to go food shopping and I'll be doing my meal prep a little bit before heading home again for dinner. So Monday morning for me has definitely become sort of like an admin catch up for the business that I run. So this morning, like, I woke up about 7:30, started doing emails from bed because why should I get up early? Just because I need to do emails. I had hoped to sort of get them done yesterday and like scheduled to go out, but then I just decided to relax for the evening with Jack, and so I did that this morning instead of relaxing this morning, which is fine. And then just moved on. So we have basically a competition coming up at the end of the month, and we need to do all the entry forms today. So I did all the sort of work of emailing all the parents and deciding who should be going for what competitions. And now I'm just putting all that into a spreadsheet, and I'm going to get my admin person for the school to actually do all of the forms and like enter all of the students, because delegation is key. It's something I'm really trying to work on this year, is like delegating a lot of the admin work, because a lot of it I really shouldn't be doing, but I think it's a slow process. And so yeah, basically need to get him to do that later. And now I have a meeting coming up in the next little while. I have to film a video today for a sponsorship, and then it's basically going to be the actual heavy PhD work for the afternoon and possibly the evening, depending on how I get on. Yep, sounds good to me as well. Thanks everyone. Bye. So yeah, I just been writing for the afternoon. We're working on a paper at the moment. So we're working on a paper for Nature, and the paper is around looking at training disruptions in a marathon training program and seeing how that affects performance. And it's sort of like a big data analysis paper. So I was just rewriting the results section, and now I need to go back and redo some of the analysis, which seems sort of backwards, but I just wanted to have it like up to date, and then I'll go back and do the analysis again. So I have like, I would say I want to do maybe like 90 more minutes of programming. That's 90 minutes of programming. Hopefully I'll get it done in an hour, and then I need to finish filming a video that I started filming earlier, which is a sponsored video. It's 5:30. I need to make some dinner for myself. I don't know what I'm gonna make. I really didn't think this through. That's okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go make myself some dinner, and then I don't know if I'm gonna film my video. I don't know. I'm not so sure. I guess we'll see. I have to leave at 7 for counselling, and I'm gonna walk there. Usually I would cycle, but I'm on my period and I just feel like having a chill walk there, and then I'm gonna stay in my family home this evening. Because I'm minding Lola tomorrow, so I just figured because it's closer to my family home that I will stay there.
I just wanted to talk to you about like what we think our next step should be and like what we should organize and like how to get this going, because
I suppose like whichever way would like be quicker for getting things sorted, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so what's the like finished element that is there now that wants to turn into a paper, if you get me? So it's Tuesday. I finished the 2 sort of main tasks that I had for today in terms of working on my paper. So first was just reworking the introduction, and then the second was basically just getting a new little bit of data for an extra task that may or may not end up in the paper, but I needed to go back to like the raw data and do something there. So I've been sort of avoiding doing that because I know the last time I tried to do it was crashing all the time. So I've gone back and like sort of adjusted the code and hopefully it won't crash, but it takes a really long time to run this. So pretty much there's nothing more I can really do from here until that is sort of done. Like that'll be my task for tomorrow, is doing that sort of analysis and then potentially adding that into the results. I need to formulate a table tomorrow, and I need to rewrite the method section tomorrow, and then probably send another draft to my supervisors. So basically it's 4 p.m. and I probably only started working today around, I'm going to say, if I'm being honest with myself, like 10:30. So I do feel like I should do a little bit more just general work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of my tasks off my back. So my current task list, which is like all the tasks that are current things I need to do, I have 12 things on the list, which for me is like really low. Like when I first started doing this, I literally had hundreds of tasks that I needed to do on it. So having such a short task list is starting to get really motivating, because I look at it and I'm like, okay, I want to get this even lower. Like I want to clear off stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do some of these quick, annoying tasks that I've been putting off. Like I've to fill out a couple of forms and send them off, and I'm just going to go and do that. Create like a post for something, so I'm just going to do that and just do it and get it off my list. It's been on my list for ages and I've just not been doing it. So that is what I'm going to do now. And then I think I'm going to do a bit of like a self-care sort of evening routine. And I think what better way could there be to start off with self-care with than like just clearing out your task box, you know? Recently I've been feeling like I'm finally getting ahead of stuff I need to do and things are finally actually getting done. I've been using the like getting things done method for like, I don't know, it's not a year yet, but it's possibly coming up to a year that since I found getting things done. And I finally feel really comfortable with what I need to be doing and starting to feel a lot less like things are falling through the cracks, and just being able to manage things more and being able to look ahead to, okay, like once I have this stuff done, like I've got these newer exciting projects that I can work on comfortably without stressing that stuff isn't done. Okay, so the first thing that I need to do for this evening routine is shower, because as you can see I am absolutely soaking wet because I walked home in the rain. I suppose somewhat of the first thing there was that I went for a walk, but not really, because I was really just walking home. So yeah, I need to sort this out, but I'm going to take like a nice long shower and use like a scrub and do like a full sort of skincare. So next I'm just making some dinner for me and Jack. We usually sort of switch out who makes the dinner like day to day, depending on like who's working late. So Jack's working late today, so I'm making dinner. And what I'm making is turkey burgers with sweet potatoes and broccoli, and then beetroot for me. Yeah, I'm being a little bit I'm cheating a little bit today with dinner because I got these sort of ready to go things from Super Value. So some broccoli with cheese and bacon, and then sweet potatoes. So I'm reading this book on Kindle on my Kindle, not on my Kindle, but you know what I mean, called The Christie Affair, which is the Reese's book club pick for this month. And like, I'm enjoying it. It's like a mystery sort of book, but like, I'm just reading it, just being like, why did somebody write this? It's basically about like, it's like a fiction book, but about like Agatha Christie, and like as if this all happened like with this affair to do with her and her husband. And it's just like, I can't understand why the author of this book wrote this book. Like, how bizarre. Like, I'm imagining if I got super famous and somebody decided to write a book about me and Jack that was like a fiction book about us. I don't know, it's just, it's weird. I'm liking the book so far, but it's just weird. Okay, so it's been a bit of a week. I was doing so well on the vlog up until Wednesday midday, and then I just sort of fell out with it. So I am going to talk you through the rest of my week and include the clips that I did manage to get. And look, I think I did really well in the first half of the week. Hopefully the next time that I'm doing a similar vlog, I will be able to capture more. But basically, Wednesday evening, I was heading to teaching hours, which I do for the business that I run. I do teach acting for teenagers and adults. And so I headed to classes from about 5 to 8 p.m. On Wednesday, I hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, which was really exciting. And so I put up a sort of celebratory Instagram reel on Wednesday on my way to classes, and I haven't posted anything since then, so I really need to definitely work on that today. Very exciting time. So thanks to everybody who has been following me over there. It's been a really interesting process growing that sort of page over the last, I suppose, 5 months. Really just been enjoying making that type of content and sort of having the two types, the long form content here on YouTube and then the short form content on Instagram. Then I headed home, and pretty much once I got home, I went straight to bed. I think we watched a little bit of Always Sunny, and that was pretty much it. Thursday morning, I was filming the sponsored video that I talked about a little bit earlier in the vlog, and I just had a bit of a difficult time filming it. It just took a little bit longer to get all of the clips that I wanted, and so in the morning of Thursday I was just pretty much editing all of that, and I got a little bit of PhD work done. Definitely not as much as I should. I think I only ended up doing about 2 or 3 hours of PhD work, which is not great. And then I pretty much headed to teaching hours, which are in my university. After I finished teaching hours, I had a meeting with my supervisors to discuss the paper that we're working on, and I had sent them a draft and they gave me a lot of really good feedback. It's definitely a bit of a diversion for me in terms of the paper because it's more of a general science paper than a computer science paper, so the structuring and the writing is very different, and it's definitely something that I've been struggling with, but they are being really supportive, and I know it's going to turn out really well, but it definitely is a bit of a difficult process, like all of the sort of changes that need to be made, and I'm just sort of looking forward to finishing up with this particular work and moving on to something else. So I'm hoping that next week we'll be nearly there. I'll keep you all posted. And then when I came home on Thursday evening, me and Jack just chilled out for the evening. We watched a bit more of Always Sunny. We had some dinner. Jack made fajitas, which was amazing because I love fajitas, and it was definitely just a nice thing that he did for me because he wouldn't be like super into that kind of food. So that was just a really nice chill evening for the two of us. Then Friday morning I was on campus all day, so I have teaching hours 9 to 11 and then 1 to 3. So basically went to my teaching hours pretty much straight away after getting up. Didn't even like have breakfast or anything, just went straight into university, and in the short window of time in between the two sets of teaching hours I did some emails for the business. I did some script planning for my next video, and I also had lunch with some people in university. And then after my second set of teaching hours I then had a meeting from 3 to 4, and then I finished up. Me and Jack went to a rugby match for Friday evening, and that was good. I wouldn't be super into sports, but Jack is, so we went, and when we got home we just ordered in some food and finished off the rest of Always Sunny for the new season basically. Saturday, again, I didn't film anything. I'm so sorry guys. I just had, by that point, had given up hope with the vlog, but basically Saturdays for me are business days for the drama school, the business that I run. I teach from about 2 to 5 or 2 to 6 or 3 to 6, a couple of hours, but in the mornings I will typically be doing administrative work for the school. So I'm working on our employee handbook at the moment, so that's what I spent the morning doing, and just sort of chilling with Jack, like hanging out with him, because we don't really get to spend that much time together given that our schedules are quite opposite and since I work a lot. And then I came home that evening, made myself some dinner. Jack was out with friends watching the rugby, and then when he came home we just watched some Love is Blind, and that was my week. I hope that you got a sense of how I managed to balance all of this stuff, but as you can see, sometimes what happens is I get busy and I have to let one thing slip, so I definitely let the vlog slip for the rest of the week, but I hope it was interesting for you guys anyways. If you are somebody who is balancing a lot, I'd love to hear about how you manage it. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all of my wonderful members, and I'll see you all in the next video.